Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. This is Tracy from TMB Arts, and I thought today we'd have something a little bit different because I have been very constricted lately, if I can say that, with my painting. A lot of portrait work and detailed work and flowers and things like that, and I just feel it's time I need to let loose. So today we're going to have a little go at a complete abstract. We're just going to let the paint and everything have fun and see how we go, because I'm just feeling a bit over having to be so careful all the time. Sometimes it's good to let loose. So I haven't even got a drawing in mind today. But I'm sort of thinking a landscape of some sort because they're nice and free. So I'm going to wet the entire paper. And we're just going to see what happens, really. So when you wet the paper, it's good for it to be soaked, but you want to not have pools of water sitting around. If you find it pools a bit, just keep spreading it out, tap your brush off on the paper towel, come back, do it again. Make sure your work is taped down. Okay, and give that a little bit of a chance to soak into the paper. And now let's choose some colours. I haven't even thought that far ahead yet, so I love indigo and the deep blue, and I love the burnt siennas and those ones mixed together in landscapes are just wonderful. So we will start with the sky. I'm going to keep using my large flat brush for now, and I'm just going to drop some of this yellow ochre in here. Just love, 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 love it. And then, just because we can, let's just drop a little bit of orange in there as well, cadmium orange. These are the Kuretake paints, again, of course. Okay, beautiful. Now just to spice things up and make it a little bit moody, some of the blue-grey from the set. Don't want to mix it up too much because I don't want it to go green. So I'm going to wash that brush out now, and I don't know how much of this you'll see, but I'm just going to tilt my board a little bit. Just let the paints naturally do what they want to do. And then I am going to lift my board. I'm just going to tuck something underneath it there. I hope you can still see all that. And just give it a little spritz. It's a fine spray. See what happens. Everything starts to come down. I'm going to switch to a number 12 Snap Princeton. I'm just going to tilt that this way. Beautiful. Tilt it back. And there we are. I hope you guys can still see. Yep, I think you can. Alrighty. So now with my round brush, I want to get some bit darker bluey indigo sort of colour, and I want to come through in here. I'm just gonna maybe have some trees or some sort of landscape there. And then we will come through with the sky colour again. Maybe we've got a lake in the front here. It's going to reflect that sky. It's good. Don't fill with it too much if you can help it. If you're anything like me, that's really hard. Put a little bit more rich colour through here, just because I want to. You see the effect of the blooms? And you can let the blooms come this way because they can be reflections in the water, if that's what we're going to have through there. If that's what we're going to have. It's exciting, isn't it, when you don't know what we're going to do next. It's exciting for me. Now through here I'm going to have some trees, so I'm taking the sharp end of my little mop brush here, and I'm just dragging it up through this wet paint. Just dragging it up, making little tree branches. Just be careful and remember to, if you've got really cheap paper, that you will have to be gentle doing this for sure, because it won't like it very much if you're too heavy. But what happens is the paint gets indented, and the paper gets indented, and the paint runs into it, and it's when it dries, it's a great effect, because it goes dark. It goes really, really dark. Okay, we might want a few of these just lightly pulled through, so we're going to show some reflection in the water. So far, I am loving it. It's not going to need too much. It's going to be just great on its as it is. All right. Now, just a little bit while it's still damp, I am going to pull in over here. I think we'll have it so there's a break here, and drop some more of this pigment in over here, so we can have some more growth of some sort over here. Remember, just to let the paint do its thing. Just let the paint have fun. Let you have fun. This is what I've missed. Been doing, as I say, lots of tight work, and you sort of forget just being able to throw the paint around and have this abandoned fun on the paper. And it doesn't have to be a work of art. It has to be something that you love. I enjoy these colours very much, so that's why I'm picking them. If you'd have asked me a few months back, what my favourite colours were, I would have said something like, oh, purple, and But now it is these beautiful blues and greys, and the yellow ochre and burnt sienna as well is very, very nice. So we're going to let this dry through a little bit. What I might actually do is get my palette knife. It's a lot. It's one of these. Just a cheap plastic one. You can use a credit card for this as well. But what I want to try and do is disturb that paper a little bit more. I'll see if this is going to work. It might not. Yeah, here we go. You almost take some surface off paper, and you get highlights. So instead of all just being dark, you can scratch out these highlights. And yes, it takes the surface off your paper, and you know, it's not something you do in a lot of paintings, but when you are doing abstract landscapes like this, it's great. Because as I say, you've got the dark ones. My paper's getting almost too dry now. You've got the dark ones that you laid in with the end of the brush here, and then you can put these highlights through with this, and then when it's dry, if you want to, you can go back through and put extra dark paint in there as well if you wish. I am going to lift this through here a little bit, keep it going. Beautiful, just beautiful. So we are gonna let that dry a little bit. I'll probably dry it with a hairdryer while I wait, and then I think we'll come back and just finish it off with a few more little details to the foliage and see where we go. I'm almost tempted. It's yeah, it's still a little bit damp. I might try anyway. I'm just in one of those moods today. It's just like throw all the rules out the window and let's just do what we want to do because it's art day. So I've taken my little mop brush, it's a makeup brush, and I've got some fairly heavy pigment on the end of it, as you can see. I've dampened the brush. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. It could be a disaster. Just by rolling the brush. And getting little bits, we can put a little bit of a canopy on there. Just makes it a little bit more bold. We can take that out into the sky a little bit more too. How about that? That's pretty cool. I'm quite glad I didn't wait for it to dry now. And a little bit more pigment, because with it being a little bit damp, it's still mixing into the sky. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying that a lot. Look at this. Look at this through here. Happy little accidents, people. Happy little accidents. But just with a little makeup brush. They're fantastic. I use them all the time in my acrylic painting because it's just instant, you know, instant trees and things. And even this watermark that's come through here, I like it. I don't know, it's just something different and I like it. So a little bit more pigment again. I want to come back up in here again. Man, this is fun. I have missed this. I've missed being free with my watercolour. I've been just on a stint lately of doing more refined pieces, you know, work, trying out different things, and it's great. I love it, but at the same time, you have to be careful that you're not falling into the trap of restricting yourself too much, getting too tight with your painting, losing the ability to just put things on the page and let it happen, because that's what watercolour is all about. I mean, it's lovely to have the, you know, like the botanical art. It's all very restrained. It's beautiful work, and I enjoy doing botanical art. But man, I love this. I love it when these little accidents happen. this that's going on with these trees around here, it's very exciting. But you see we've almost got a water reflection going through here. I'm not going to mess with this. It's too dry to mess with and too wet to carry on and go over. But yeah, I'm actually really quite happy with that. We could put a big tree in the foreground and have it all weaving over the rest of it, but I like the trees here. I like this is what's happened. I love this where it looks like it's coming through the like a lagoon, the reflection that's going on there. And for a study, just a little study to mess around with on a lovely day when I'm feeling like I need to let loose with my paints, I am quite happy with that. So while it is there, I'm going to lay it down. Gosh, I hope it's still all in frame properly for you. And we're going to take the tape off. I shouldn't because it's still drying, but I want to see. Remember, always pull the tape away. See, look at that. This is because I'm rushing and I'm not letting it dry properly. But it pulled the paper. But because I'm pulling it away from the painting, it went away with the tape. It didn't go onto the painting itself. So if you feel that you have to sit and fiddle with art for hours and hours to get a beautiful piece of work, then I disagree, because look at that. I would frame that and put it on the wall actually. I'm really happy with it. I love the colours, I love the warmth, I love everything about it really. So, this is my other little dog just coming. Her name's Lily. Right, so that's it for today. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying hard to get my channel up and running. I'm still learning how to put links and things in the description. I will try my best. Just the Kuretake paints, an assortment of Princeton brushes and my makeup brushes. But yeah, it's a very simple painting, and I hope that you'll have a go. Just get the water on the paper, get the paints out, and just have fun. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't turn out, you know, if we're not using expensive blocks of paper. And this is what I love about the cheaper brands of paper. It's 300, it's still 300 GSM. It still takes the water. We can still scrape on it. It does everything, you know, that it's meant to do. We get a little bit of buckling with it, but not a lot. And you're not spending, you know, your bank account trying to buy 100% cotton paper that literally costs an arm and a leg over here in New Zealand anyway. Because I'd never, you know, you just wouldn't paint on it unless you had something planned out down to the last detail. You just wouldn't paint on it. So these cheaper pads, as long as you are 300 GSM and no lighter than that, they're brilliant. And I got a little pad today, so this smaller one will be going in my handbag. This is going to be great for doing urban sketching and things on, because it will take the watercolour, but it will fit in my bag as well. So it's great. And that one cost me a whole grand total of $6. 6 New Zealand dollars. So that's cheap as anything. So yes, let's have fun. I would love for you to be able to go onto Facebook to TMB Arts and show me your work. It's just a thought. But yes, please like and subscribe. Click the little bell for the next notification. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, are you helping Mummy in the studio today? Mr. Jasper and little Dilly. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Let's smile. Say hi. My little babies. You're such a good boy. Yes, and you're such a good girl too. You're so good. Always trying to help Mummy. Yes, you are. Nope. That's the babies.